Okay, so it's officially time to start the next book of Bond films. As we're looking at Octopussy. It came out in 1983, and originally Roger Moore was going to be done. After doing 5 films as Bond, he was done. And they were going to bring in American actor James Brolin to play the role of James Bond. However, our old friend Kevin McClory reared his ugly head and was doing Never Say Never Again with Sean Connery, which will come out the same year. Eon Pictures and Cubby Broccoli knew that they couldn't gamble on a new Bond, and so they brought Roger Moore back to contend with Connery's Bond. Offshoot Bond. So here we are, Octopussy, and well, it's a movie. It's a bit of a mixed bag for me, I would say. Roger Moore is still on point as James Bond. I don't get the criticism from him at all. Yes, he's not the same as Connery's Bond, but no actor is going to play the same. You know, he's a little bit goofy. He's getting older in this, but I think he's still on point. The plot, God, let me try. There's so much going on. There's a Fabergé egg that is delivered to the British Secret Service that Bond that is a fake, and Bond has to get the real one. From a guy named Kamel Khan, who is the villain of our movie. More on him later. And then it evolves into jungle chase and a circus and Octopussy and nuclear warfare. What can I say? So the villain, Kamel Khan, he's in league with the last few of Roger Moore's Bond villains, in that he's not much recognizable. Think about it. The only two that I can remember offhand are Kananga, whatever you pronounce it, and Scaramanga. Don't remember Moonraker or For Your Eyes Only, or was there one more in there? I feel like there was. Hold on. See, I couldn't even remember that. Almost slipped on a poster and killed myself there. Spy Who Loved Me. Yeah, I don't even remember the name of that movie. I just sniffed that on camera. It smells good. Yeah. I don't remember who the villain in Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only were. I remember Jaws, but I don't remember the villains. And that's, I remember all of Connery's villains. Think about it. You had Dr. No, Rosa Klebb, Auric Goldfinger, Emilio Lago. Took me a second to remember that one. Number 2. And then Blofeld. And then even when it's not Connery, Blofeld and Irma Bunt. And Blofeld again in Diamonds Are Forever. And then you have Kananga and Scaramanga. And then there's Kamel Khan, who I only remember because I just watched this movie. So, yeah, Moore's villains aren't the best, I would say. They're not the most memorable. And this one is no exception, although his henchman, Gopinda, is just an Indian odd job, but he's something. He's no Jaws. And he's certainly no odd job, but he's something. There's also this Russian general, General Orlov. He's, to me, he's the Russian Colonel Klink. The way he delivers his lines, he's just overacting. That's just how it reminds me of. But he's Russian, so he's a Russian Colonel Klink. But Yeah. And Octopussy herself, played by Maud Adams. I always thought this would be cool. Like, I was watching this and I said, wouldn't it be cool if she revealed she was actually Miss Anders from Man with the Golden Gun and she faked her death with Nick Nack's help? And she wasn't really dead, you know? And that she was in fear of dying and losing her empire. She was undercover or something, and so she faked her death so she could go back to her island. Because she is framed as if she's like Blofeld. You can't see her face. So that would really work, and once you see her face, it's like, is that what I think it is? That would be cool, but it's not. Same actress, different character. She's fine. She's remembered because of the name. Because who can forget Octopussy, right? Bond, he sleeps with the women. He sleeps with the Octopussy. He gets the Octopussy. You know what I mean? You have VJ, who's another one of Bond's little sidekicks. And is it just me, or is it when they write sidekicks into Bond adventures, once they run out of things for the sidekick to do, they're just like, oh, let's just kill him off. I mean, it starts with Karen Bay in From Russia with Love. And then, like, every Bond sidekick that's not Q or a Bond girl, he gets killed. Or Felix Leiter gets killed. That's the way it seems. Once they run out of, like, VJ is the sidekick, and he's there for some good action scenes, and he gets killed off screen by Gopinda and this saw thing. Like a saw yo-yo thing that's really cool, but we don't get to see any of it because it's a PG movie. I like to see that thing. That'd be kind of cool, but I don't get to see it. We don't get to see Bond in that crocodile given to him by Q. Yeah, crocodile and the acid pen, which is cool. But there's a confusing alligator fight where he's fighting one of the henchmen, and the crocodile shows up, and is it the real crocodile or is it his Q crocodile that he got? I don't know. And the Fabergé egg, when it's smashed, it's hard to figure out whether that was the real one or the fake one. They do the bait and switcheroo so much, it's hard to figure out. This movie is very confusing for me. That's why it's a mixed bag. And then once you get leading up, most of the film plays out like a straight Bond film. And then you get to the circus and you see Bond dressed as a clown, and that's when like, no. 009 was the clown. You had your agent dressed as a clown. You didn't need to do this with Bond, but he's dressed as a clown, and yeah. It's ridiculous. That's what I can say about this movie. It's ridiculous. But it must have did better than Never Say Never Again, because Kevin McClory never... And I haven't watched this yet. I have to give it a watch. I don't know when. Maybe this weekend. But I will say there was a lot of stuff with this. You got Connery. Irving Kershner, who directed the... Well, if you ask most of Star Wars fans, best Star Wars movie. You ask me, no. Irving Kershner. But, I don't know. We'll see. As for this film, mixed bag seems to be the phrase I'm throwing out here. And it is. There is some cool stuff. There's the tennis gag because VJ was actually a tennis player in real life. That was pretty cool. There's the game of backgammon that Bond is playing with Kamal Khan when Kamal Khan is cheating using loaded dice. So when Bond is playing with him, he's like, Kamal Khan says, "You're going to need a lot of luck if you're going to win." He goes, "Well, in that case, I'll use yours." And he shakes it without even looking down. Double sixes. He knew what it was going to be. He knew that Kamal Khan was cheating. It's a fantastic scene. It shows that Roger Moore can do serious as well as goofy. And the Tarzan yell and the clown and alligator. Now, the crocodile thing shouldn't be alarming. I mean, Sean Connery did a thing with a duck on his head, so it's not too far-fetched for Bond to do that. But I don't know. But it's fun. It's a fun movie. That's what I'm going to say. If you want to throw something on and have a little fun, put this on. But I got to say this. Every movie I say this. It's long. This movie is how long? Over 2 hours long. And so I looked at this and I'm like, oh, say, so this is not a regular Bond film, so it's going to be, less time. 2 hours and 13 minutes. Oh, good God. Why do they have to make them so long? That's the one problem I have. I love these Bond movies. I love going through this series, but they're long movies. They're over 2 hours long. All of them are over 2 hours long. And it gets so much trying to watch these movies. And I sit there, and every movie that I say, they could take this out. They could have taken that out. There's so much. There's so many action scenes that you could have run down. Taken down, do a little bit like... There's always a point where like, okay, that's it, it's over, and then, nope, there's clowns and a circus and bombs, nuclear bombs, and there's so much. You think it's over, and then there's more and more and more. That's really my biggest negative for most of these, is that they're so long, but it's sometimes enjoyable. This one was enjoyable, but long. But I would say this could be an essential Roger Moore Bond flick. The name alone draws you in. I would point out Live and Let Die, because that's the first Roger Moore one. Man with the Golden Gun, maybe even Moonraker. Why would I say that's an essential one? It's one of the more well-known ones. And then this one, I don't know about A View to the Kill. I haven't watched it yet. But did I mention the theme song to this? By the way, is another slow-like song. It's fine. It's a little bit better than the previous three, but... Whoa, 4 in a row where it's just boom, 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 boom. Slow ass song. It's just no thank you. But other than that, this was an interesting film, to say the least. It's a mixed bag, but enjoyable if you can just turn your brain off, But so what are your thoughts on Octopussy? Next time we'll be covering the offshoot Bond film Never Say Never Again with Sean Connery. I have no hopes for this at all. But thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.